So last time we had... Hey everyone, my name is Heather and this is Season 6, Episode 6 of The Flash. Last time out we had an episode that was focused mostly around Cisco and investigating the off-screen death of Gypsy. Breacher pays him a visit and he's like, hey, you're going to help me, Siski. And Cisco's like, you're in my bedroom, so whatever you want. So it turns out that an alternate version of Cisco from one of the Earths, Earth 19 maybe, called Echo, was responsible for her death. And they have a nice, versus hacker, personality versus personality. And our Cisco, he always wins. So that was that storyline. We also had Joe and Nash going on an adventure into a tunnel. They spend most of the episode just walled up in a tunnel of their own making, a cave-in of their own making. And Nash learned the value of trusting in a team, and Joe learned the value of his speeches. So that was it. They were rescued by Ralph, who hasn't gone on his mission to find that girl that I've forgotten her name, but who he will end up with. Prediction. That's not a huge prediction. That's not like it's gonna happen. And what was the other storyline? Oh yeah, and Katie Frost went to confront Ramsey, and he tried to convert her to the dark side, and she was having none of it because he's creepy. So, yeah, I think that's it. We are closer to the crossover stuff. I'm going to have to look up what order the episodes are going to be in because I'm going to watch them all. I think they start with Supergirl, so yeah, I'm going to have to look up the order and then, yeah, you don't need to know that. Let's just get straight into the episode and see what this week has in store for us.
Previously on The Flash, the disappearance of Sue Dearborn.
I don't think I've ever seen you this devoted to a case.
Oh, we're going to get him back as well.
He opened up
Chester.
black hole bionic level.
Will he still have his eyes?
The Flash must die.
Just pretend somebody else is the Flash, and then the Flash has to die, and then,
This is what I do. I don't just solve mysteries. I bust myths.
He's a myth buster.
I bust them wide open.
Because the Monitor is a fraud. He's a false god, one that I intend to take down, thereby saving your husband.
I think he's
If my calculations are correct,
told Nash something
these rods
that he
create an
doesn't
interdimensional
want to believe.
portal.
He has nowhere to run. Back up.
Yeah, no, so I wouldn't do.
He's going to bounce off it, yeah.
I need is an artifact, one that will illuminate the Eternium, and I know where to find that artifact.
Where? We're going on a mission to find the artifact. Oh, it's Chester. Everybody else has gone off looking for the artifact, and he's like, hey guys? Hello? Anybody around? Anybody?
Hello? Chester P, my brother.
He has a lot of energy.
Hey.
Uh-oh. He's dead.
Uh-oh. The one day I get watch duty.
She's on babysitting duty. Maybe he's going to become part of the team.
Can I touch it? Mm-hmm. The official elongated man emblem. He's going to scream. He's going to be so surprised.
Elongated man should be its sole protector once I'm gone. Hey guys. Yo. Got your message, Joe?
Hey, Ralph. I talked to an old friend about your Dearborn case. I got the
Dearborn.
address you were looking for in Midway City.
Why don't I tag along? I'll speed things up a bit. You want to help me with a PI case? Yeah, definitely. It'll be fun. I'll follow your lead.
Oh, it feels very James Bondy now.
Right before Sue vanished, she was seen wearing a one-of-a-kind Victoria veil dress in Milan.
photo was taken 3 weeks ago. It's the exact same dress. Sue was here. Either she's still here, or somebody in there knows why she isn't.
I love the music. They're really having fun with. Now that's a James Bond theme.
Now I have 10 selfies of inside Barry Allen's nose.
A camera tie. But you have a knife shoe and a grapple hook belt, too.
Maybe. And here I thought the paintings would be the most beautiful thing tonight. I was wrong.
Smooth.
January galore. One of these events before.
That's because I spent the last year on my island in Dubai. My partner and I sold our corporation. Barry?
I'd leave before someone scary comes and finds you.
Is the host going to be like
Well, that did not go well.
a supervillain?
Yes, it did.
Classic. With a cat.
Our VIP.
Oh, hey, Allegra. Haven't seen you in a few episodes.
Here.
You're supposed to be dead. What happened? Did you fake your own death?
Oh, no. So you, no, you think I'm Harrison Wells. I'm not Harrison Wells. My name is Nash. Okay. Accelerant.
Allegra.
I'm doing a dig, all right? And you, according to my gauntlet, are a metahuman with UV capabilities. You see where I'm going here? You help me with the UV thing. And I will give you the scoop of the century. Doppelgangers, multiverse.
Deal.
Now, how does that sound to you?
Oh, your clients are lucky to have you. Hey, speaking of,
She has no clients.
Nope, all's good in Chesterhood.
Anything at all that I could help you with? I mean, think hard.
Jitters is gone, right? Which means that I'll never see coffee again.
Yeah, I'm thinking that by coffee you mean Natalie?
I was gonna ask her out after I filled up my Vibuccino punch card, but it's too late now.
Very few of my guests have the tough kite to challenge me like this.
He does look
I'm the master of this ring.
a little like Blofeld.
The name's Dibney. Ralph Dibney.
Ellen, Barry.
Well, nice to meet you, Alan Barry and Ralph. I'm afraid Miss Debon isn't here. In fact, I don't think I've seen her at any social event.
I don't
in over
even
6
know her.
months.
She
Perhaps
Who?
she'll attend.
Isn't that the dress?
It's a beautiful dress. Is it one of a kind?
Two of a kind, actually.
Sue Debon is not on the list.
Oh.
And strange,
Either are you.
neither are you. Ah, Mahjong. C'est vous.
That was a quick game.
I win. Such a pleasure to meet you both.
That was like the first
Enjoy
move,
the rest
wasn't it?
Look at the eye patch right there. It's Riggs Wellington. He's a shady Bradford counterfeiter. And January Galore, she's an underground weapons dealer.
She's Bond
That guy
girl.
right there, he's a drug kingpin. The woman he's talking to is a mob boss.
Shouldn't we like arrest all of these people?
When she arrives, I am going to read her emotion, and then I'm going to tell you what to say. What if my help?
This doesn't feel right.
She's feeling impressed. Big order like that, it shows her that you are a man of means.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm kind of a big spender. You know? Can't take it with you, right?
Sure, I guess.
No, that's not
Do you
good.
need a receipt? Are you sure you're reading her right? Or totally missing the mark?
She wants you to be chivalrous. Help her, now.
No, girl, I got.
Well, this could have gone better.
I'm no expert, but the Book of Ralph says that when you ask someone out, you should just be yourself.
How is he supposed to be himself when he doesn't even know who he is anymore?
She's talking about herself.
These different Earths have existed simultaneously.
Allegra's getting the scoop.
Well, since, let's
She's
see.
been told
the dawn of
everything.
time, Speedster's juggling dual identities like the Flash and Barry Allen.
What?
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 Whoops.
Nobody tells me anything.
Monitor. Yeah, cosmic imposter. I want to take that fraud down permanently.
I'm really curious what the backstory on this is.
You're gonna kill this Novu guy?
Shouldn't have said that.
Wait, I can't.
What?
I'm not gonna be some weapon you use to hurt others.
I'm not asking you to be the weapon.
It's not who I am.
You really shouldn't have said that thing about killing Monitor. Did that really work?
Damn it, Ralph, she's not here.
That's super villain stuff. Ooh, he's got electricity.
Hey, don't bother. It's metadata. And I must say, I'm surprised by all the Bond villain cliches. I mean, you've got the accent, the diabolical scheme, even the silent but deadly hench person.
Ultraviolet?
I sent you to Iron Heights.
Luckily, she has friends.
That's who it
in low
is.
pla- Why? You are really here.
Sudibo.
Do you expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Dibney. I expect you to die.
Oh, come on. That line is literally from Goldfinger.
Oh my god. Well, their meta powers are blocked, but maybe their human powers can overcome.
I freaked you out, didn't I?
Watching Ragdoll eat while in Iron Heights is freaky.
Sure it is. So why the disappearing act? Actually, I think you're afraid to use your powers, because if you do, you think you'll become like someone.
Someone we've seen in this
Hey.
episode.
You're not your cousin. This is Allegra. In this life, we choose who we are. So if you choose to use your incredible powers, that does not make you anything like Esperanza unless you choose that.
I'm not.
She needs to really believe. Ooh.
Did I do it?
I think you did.
Hey, Chester.
Hey,
You want to go it alone, maybe?
how you holding up?
Like Alderaan on a bad day.
I think that I was using your.
Which is why I will embrace the new me by finally asking out Natalie. And maybe you should too.
She should ask out Natalie? Don't think that's gonna work. Natalie is a one-person girl.
No. Can you reach my cufflink?
He's got a gadget.
Yeah, 3. I want you to flick it at that laser cannon.
I got it, it's down.
And it's back. This could be a problem.
Wing ourselves to the left.
Oh, it's gonna
The left.
hit their bonds. Yeah.
A little demonstration now, yes?
Yes, let's kill some people. Yes, yes.
Mr. Alan Barry, I see you have found the open bar.
Keep her busy till I can get to that console.
Oh, they
be
never
on your
unmasked the
stupid
Flash,
laptop.
so he doesn't know.
I love Mortal Kombat.
They're like,
I'll make an exception.
I didn't come here for violence. I just wanted to see a whole city burn.
Fire in the hole.
Ah, a countdown. There's always a countdown. My prediction is they'll stop it with 1 second to go. Is that Muse? I think Muse could write a Bond theme.
Die.
Just in the Flash.
So ridiculous, all of it.
Remington Meister's crime ring is over.
But what about Sue Dearborn?
I'm sorry we didn't find Sue.
My nose tells me there's more to that case than I imagined.
You'll find her.
Okay.
I will.
So, you know, you'd fit in nicely at Star Labs. Don't be a stranger.
That
He's auditioning for a role.
would be so epic.
I think he might have to tone down the energy a little bit.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Why are you being so nice today?
Let's just say you remind me of someone.
Another doppelganger?
Something like that. Good job.
Of his daughter on his Earth? You got this, Ralph.
And so today, I hereby promise that I will defend Central City with my dying breath.
Don't like the sound of that.
There is someone.
Don't kill Ralph.
Captain CSI Barry Allen, please come up.
Who's who wear capes and costumes aren't the only ones that keep us safe. There are some unsung heroes as well, like this man.
Everybody else is like,
man
what about me?
This man has saved Central City more times than anyone knows.
The Medal of Honor. Thank you for your service.
Ooh, who's here?
Great press conference.
Oh. Whoa. End of episode. Ralph saying he'll defend the city with his dying breath. Not good. I don't want that. And then they have Chester. Hey, you'd be a good fit at Star Labs. I'm like, wouldn't that be pretty? There are a lot of people in Star Labs right now. Anyway, that was episode 6. I would call that was definitely, I'll explain what I mean by this now. That was a filler episode. And I thought we were going to deal with the Sue Dearborn stuff, but we didn't. We went to do it, and then we had a fun escapade as James Bond, but that story didn't progress at all. And then back at Nash and Allegra, that story didn't progress at all. Nash is still looking for Monitor, and he's closer, but he's not really closer. Like, they could have skipped this episode and it would have been fine. And then we had the Chester stuff, asking out the girl, just a filler stuff, and also to set us up for he might be around in the future. So let's get into more detail about all that stuff. Firstly, the James Bond stuff was hilarious, and they went full James Bond, just literally everywhere. They had a list of all the cliches, and they ticked them off one by one. And Ralph even brought attention to it. So it was fun. I love the music because I'm a huge fan of not just James Bond theme songs, but the music in those movies. It's a nice, comfortable feel. It's nice to listen to. So that story was all about Barry coming to terms with the fact that he is as worthwhile as the Flash is. So they escaped not using their powers, and then they defeated the bad guy without using any of their powers. So, yeah. And Ultraviolet was there, and I had no idea. I'd forgotten her completely. So when she turned up, I was like, hey, who's this? Forgetting that we'd already met her. Nash and Allegra, we had her story to sort of, I think it kind of proved to us that she's a good person now. She was tempted by the dark side and she rejected it in this episode. Even though it wasn't necessarily dark, it would just potentially lead to darkness. And she was more personable in this episode, and she was less grumpy. Plus she was learning all about the multiverse, which I thought was funny. Nash just blurting out that Barry was the Flash, and just lots of things like that. So I like her more after this episode. So in many ways it's not filler for her, because she's gone up in my list of people that I like. And Ramsey appeared right at the end because he's gotta, and he was just terrible. So, and he better not hurt Ralph or infect Ralph or kill Ralph or, all those things, because Ralph has to find Sue. So Ralph is fine until he finds Sue, and then he can go off, get married, leave the show, and Chester can come in. That's fine with me. What else happened? Yeah, Chester and Cecile. It was more about Cecile than it was about Chester. Although it was setting him up as a potential regular, it was giving her the confidence to be herself. She is not the DA anymore, and she kind of felt like she was in some sort of weird limbo zone where she wasn't sure of herself and she wasn't sure what she could give to the world. She was kind of clinging on to Chester earlier in the episode, going, "Hey, let me help you with anything you gotta, you want a sandwich? I can make a sandwich." So yeah, now she's confident and heading forward in her new role. And that was it. We didn't see Cisco at all. Last episode was his, and then this one not in it. Pretty much. And Caitlin was just kind of there in the background for a few scenes, making some funny comments. Yeah. But overall it was filler, and you could skip over this one and not miss much. And I think they're kind of trying to, because of the crossover stuff, and that's going to be a big thing, they don't want to do too much before that. So they're like padding it out a bit. It's like a few weeks away. Let's just have some nice stories, build some characters, and that's what they've done. So, yeah, I don't know. They had a gap last week. They might have a gap next week. I don't know. But if there is an episode next week, I will be reacting to it, and I hope to see you then. And yeah, we'll see what episode 7 has in store. Until then, have a great week, and see ya.